2, 3, fire!
Knights, Vikings, Samurai, Woolen, Outlanders, 4. Okay, I think we're good to go. Awesome, sweet. Okay, what up to all the two warriors of For Honor? My name is Miguel, and guess what, guys? Today we are going to be doing a reaction to, of course, the brand new upcoming season for Honor, Year 7, Season 3, Deceit. So, Deceit. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I don't know. I think I might have messed up already. But either way, guys, yeah, guys, look at this, man. This looks awesome. I mean, dude, we have Tiandi in the middle, we have Jung-Joon, we have Nuxia, and we also have a crowd of people in the background, and we also have some other people in the background. I don't know what's gonna be happening, but I'm excited. I don't know if you guys know, but there was actually a teaser that happened on the For Honor Reddit, and it showed, I don't know, also on the For Honor Twitter too, but they actually showed a teaser of the brand new season. And if you guys do not know, this brand new season is solely based on the Woolen, because the last season was actually based on the Outlander. So now this season is going to be based on the Woolen, and then the season after this, we're going to be getting another season that's going to be based on the Vikings, and that's when we're going to be getting ourselves a brand new Viking hero. But yeah, and if anybody is wondering if we're going to be getting a new hero for this season, no, we are going to be getting a hero skin. But we do not know for which hero. I am hoping that it's for Tiandi, because last year, you know, when the hero skins were introduced, we got like basically all the hero skins for all the Vanguards. Well, mostly all the Vanguards. We got it for the Warden, we got it for the Raider, we got it for the Kensei. But unfortunately, for the last person, I actually thought that Tiandi was going to get his hero skin, but no, it actually went for the Black Prior. So, you know, this season will fit perfectly for Tiandi. So hopefully we'll be able to go ahead and get his or hers hero skin. I'm excited to see. And I don't know if you guys know, but this season, you know, this season is basically kind of be, it's going to be kind of like a spooky season. Only because, if you guys do not know, last year in season 3 it was actually based on the Samurai, but what did they do? They actually did something that had to do with spookiness, and of course it was near Halloween, and we got ourselves that awesome ass game mode that they added. So I'm wondering what they're gonna be adding for this year. I am wondering what they're gonna be adding for this year's event game mode, because can they top the one that they did last year for the Samurai? I don't know, man, but all I can say is I'm excited to see what's going to be happening. But either way, yeah, I'm just excited, guys. I'm excited. And also, I want to apologize that I wasn't able to go ahead and do any videos or post any For Honor videos. You know, you know, things in real life kind of got in the way with work, and unfortunately, one of my co-workers actually got injured during the job, and he actually had to recover. So basically, I had to go ahead and take double shift from that. So yeah, and also, you know, we were actually heading towards the end of the summer. Now we're in the fall, so towards the end of the summer, work basically just got a little bit crazy and got out of hand. So I had to go ahead and take a break from, you know, doing some For Honor videos, and basically focus on that and help out my dad. So yeah, but yeah, so this right here is what we saw that was in the teaser. That right there in the background, it was kind of like a, it looked like something like in the theater, like with, you know, puppets like that. So that right there was actually showing a teaser. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do a video on it. But you know what? We're here at the reveal of the brand new season, so I'm excited for it. So yeah. Either way, and I am gonna go ahead and do a Warriors Day recap, so you don't have to worry about that, guys. So yeah. But now that work right now has basically calmed down, thank God, I'll be able to go ahead and come back and do know, keep doing my For Honor videos. So don't you worry about it.
Seek help.
Either way,
so
we're
Nolan,
good to go.
First time I've heard that.
I think you've got some news on stuff that viewers can earn today via the drops of the Twitch.
That's right. So thank you
okay,
very much,
like always, every single time when we have ourselves
show, and if you're watching us on
live stream For Honor,
you should be
I always come prepared when it comes to food, and I have, of course, myself
and that way for every
food right
30
here.
minutes you're watching us,
I have
you're gonna get
myself
a scavenger crate. And at the end of the show, we're going to
some
choose
nice
some
Mexican
lucky winners
food,
to win 100,000.
which is awesome. I have a quesadilla and
it's the same thing. 100,000 steel, which is going to be great
awesome.
to buy
kind of the same thing that I ate when
new things coming
we started
down the line.
the pasta.
So
I wanted to go ahead and get it because I was, you know, I kind of felt of eating the quesadilla
Make
today.
sure to not
And
only
also,
those accounts, but also
I got myself
keep an eye on those drops because you have to redeem them.
You do.
To earn
Nice and
the
good.
next tier. And there's always someone who's like, no, I didn't redeem it at the end of the stream, and
man,
then I
dude.
feel bad.
You
for
gotta
them
love the
for
horchata.
exactly half a second before I go.
Well, I mean, we tell you every time, but don't.
And that's why.
Yeah, that is why. But hey, we got something else really cool coming up later this month too. So we're super excited to announce that Into the Fray is coming back. That's right, 2023. It's going to get really competitive this year in For Honor, so we're excited for that. Into the Fray is going to run from September 30th to October 21st, and sign-ups begin today. Right now, there's going to be a link. There is a link. It's already here on Battlefy, so you can follow the link and go check it out. Sign up. For a bit of info here, we're going to have a $10,000 total prize pool for the Into the Fray, and we're going to have this split up into two divisions, the AM division, which stands for amateurs, and the pro division, hence the pro-am thing. And
Noobs.
I'm still, again, which one are you?
Amateurs.
We're neither.
We're neither?
Yeah,
that's right.
that's
We can't
what I was
sign up.
telling
Yeah,
them.
right.
You weren't supposed to see.
I wasn't supposed to see. Oh, okay, that's okay. We're not going to worry about that. But so, listen, for the amateur division, this is something where you can sign up. But if you've never participated in one of these tournaments, however, if you were previously a finalist in Into the Fray 2022 or the Dominion Series, guess what? You're not an amateur anymore. You're now a pro. Congratulations. That's amazing.
Surprise! Surprise!
Yes.
Surprise!
Surprise! Yes. So
you've been conscripted. Pros.
You have been, whether you like it or not, but you're there, so congratulations on all of that. But yeah, we're going to have, for the amateur division, though, we're going to have 4 qualifying pools, and the winner of those pools is going to move on to the pro division, and the pro division is going to be invitation only, so we're going to have previous Into the Fray winners, Dominion Series winners, etc. So get your teams together, sign up, and get ready for all of that. And finally, once we do get to the pro division for the final qualifiers, we're going to have a big qualifier match and a grand finals match, which is going to stream on right here For Honor game on Twitch and all that stuff. So
Twitch.tv/For Honor.
There it is. Yeah. So anyway, very excited for that. So if you love some amazing competitive For Honor, look for the signups and make sure you keep watching. So.
Yeah. So,
yeah,
you know, we got a lot to cover in today's Warriors Den. We've got everything from a new battle pass. We got new map realization. Nice. We got gameplay improvement that you're all gonna love, and some of you might even like.
Ooh,
yeah.
So
we'll pull the curtain off that one later. But first, let's check out this Year 7 Season 3 launch trailer.
This is not a trailer. This is actually the roadmap for the year.
And now it's a trailer.
Wait, we're getting the Hero skin at the beginning of the season? Oh, hold on a second. Wait, hold on a second. Instead of like, what? Okay, what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Honored guests, come pay tribute to the spirits of your ancestors.
Dude, this is something out of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Stay indoors.
Or any
fight not near water. Avoid wandering.
Any other like Tim Burton like
but
movies.
Above all, never eat the offering.
Now this is that right there was actually the teaser that was actually on Twitter and I'm sorry, X, and on the For Honor Reddit. That new mask effect though.
Pain is for the living. The toil of your mortal soul.
Oh, damn. Ooh, look at that. Did you guys see that sword? Whoa.
Superstition. Fairy tales.
Do I see skeletons coming off of the dead?
How hungry can the dead be?
Man, this is a freaking teaser. This is a freaking teaser of what the Halloween event is going to be. Dude, if they're going to do the same thing as what they did last year, but this time a little bit more different, because we basically fought against zombies, well, quote-unquote zombies, in last year's Season 3 of Wander, when the whole season was based on the samurai. But now for this season, I don't know what they're going to be doing. I can't wait to see it. We just have to wait until we get to the Halloween event, because that right there was basically a teaser that we just saw. We saw skeleton hands right there. So, I don't know, man. I'm excited to see what's going to be happening once we get to the Halloween event, man. Oh, I'm excited. So yeah, man. This is going to be awesome, dude. The mask looks awesome. And it looks like right there, we saw kind of like a teaser of some brand new executions. So we saw Shigoki, we saw Warden, and I think there was somebody else. I think I didn't get to see it. I forget who it was. Shigoki, Warden, and
Welcome back. I'm joined once again on the couch
I think they'll say it. They're going to be saying
How you doing
it. So
today?
yeah.
Pretty good yourself?
Oh yeah, also right now, I don't know if you guys know, but speaking of Hero Fest, the Magi's Hero Fest is actually happening right now, so that's awesome. So yeah,
How you guys
I'll
doing?
talk about that tomorrow, so
Fantastic.
don't worry about it.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
excited. Very
There's
excited for this.
there's coffee behind the cameras. If you guys,
Peaches right there. Old set.
no, it's all good. It's,
Whole thing, yeah.
It's any time before noon is still early, so
Yes.
pass. Yeah. So quick correction, real quick. If we can toss that roadmap back up, Max. So when we unveiled the Year 7 roadmap, there was a bit of a mistake. We said that Season 4 would start
Yeah,
on
see,
December
I wasn't
14th.
lying. Right
That
there it says the
was
Hero
factually
skin,
incorrect. It is actually
September
December
14th.
7th. So,
But we
look
didn't
for,
actually get to see the
Season
Hero
4
skin in the
start
trailer,
on
though.
December 7th, and not December 14th.
I think that
like we
that
previously
must have
told
been a
you.
mistake.
We weren't wrong.
I think they're going to be
Just-
doing the same thing as what they did last
different
year. Because I don't know if you guys know, but
No.
when the
so
Hero
sorry
skins
if
came
any
out last
confusion
year,
was caused by that.
in Season 1 and
But
Season 2,
so,
they
we
came
got
out at the
a
beginning of the
lot
season.
to
But
go over
in Season
with,
3,
Year 7, Season 3, there's a
for
bit of
the
a
Samurai,
theme
that actually came
that I'm
out
noting
towards
of
the second
Deceit.
half of the season.
So,
And that was
Raphael.
actually during the Halloween
Oh, wait,
event.
actually,
And that right
I'm
there
way
is,
out of
you know,
order.
where they changed
I'm
it
almost
up.
out
So
of
yeah.
order.
So I think they're
First,
going to be
we
doing the
gotta
same
go
thing
over
as
what's
what they
coming up
did
in the
last
TU.
year.
GC's
But
always
it kind of looks like they made a
right,
mistake
so,
right there.
yeah,
Because
right,
I
so,
did not see
Basically, I just
any
want to like give a quick recap
any
of what's been going on. So
view
for Year
of
7,
the,
our
the Hero
theme is
skin.
really Swords of Injustice, right? And so as we're entering season 3, like everything that had a theme,
Oh,
season
dude.
3's theme is Deceit.
I didn't get a chance
right?
to read
So
that yet.
season 1's theme was heresy with the relic worshippers and having the Inquisitors and a lot of innocent people getting caught in the crossfire, you know, all that sort of crazy stuff. Season 2 is about conquest with the Horcos Conquistadors going to the Aztec homeland. Yeah, right? Going into this, grabbing everything, getting a lot of trophies, bringing back the Aztecs with them. And so that was kind of difficult there a little bit, you know? But then in Season 3, what we're doing is like the warriors are kind of downtrodden.
Okay,
you
here
know,
you
like there's not a lot of resources, not a lot of
Dude!
stuff going on. It's hard to live. It's hard
They're
to
not
feed
giving me a
yourself.
chance to read what
So,
they're going to be
They
the
find
title
themselves
of
kind of really vulnerable to something that we call the Feast of the Ghost Festival, right? And so clearly they're like, well, maybe something's kind of dark and not really good under this, but they feel like they don't have a choice, so they go towards it, right? And they go, well, you know, we got to feed, we got to live, we got to survive. How are we going to do this? So they get inside, but surely there's nothing wrong in this, right? Like nothing bad can happen there,
Yeah,
All
no,
good.
not at all.
right? That's
Yeah.
what I figure.
Yeah, and I think
There's nothing going to happen.
yeah, no, nothing at all.
Yeah, just
smooth sailing always.
It's fine.
I think we've got a season roadmap we can take a quick peek at as well.
Yes.
Right?
Oh,
So
thank you.
we got all the stuff coming in.
They're teasing this.
TU1.
It's got
Yeah,
funny.
so we got
So
a
Battle
Battle
Pass,
Pass,
Ghost Rights Event Pass, and event
improvements.
gameplay
We're gonna talk about
improvement.
it a
Okay,
bit.
can't wait to see what they're
Testing
going to
grounds
be
also.
doing. Testing
We're psyched to
grounds,
talk
Hero
about.
Fest.
Hero
If you guys do
Fest,
not know,
Quebec
we're going to be
event for
getting
Wizards of the Ocean.
6
That's
Hero
great.
Fests
So
each
happy.
season. That's
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
awesome.
I'm really happy.
Gorgeous.
Hey,
Yeah,
you got the
yeah.
throwback event, Visions
And
of the
then kind of
Ocean.
cool,
Hey,
like,
dude, I didn't know they're
event.
going to bring that
Hero
back.
Skin new armor
Hell
variations.
yeah,
Another
that's
throwback
awesome.
event, the Zanhu's Gambit.
Had a really event. See
well.
right there,
And
I was right.
again,
The
with
hero
Wolf
skin.
Fest, with
So
the
they are
things
going to be
that
doing the
are
same
all
thing
listed
as
there.
what they did last year.
Can't say
With the armor variations
I don't remember offhand,
and
yeah.
the throwback
That's it.
event for the
That's it.
Zanhu's
You
Gambit. I
I'm-
kind of
I'm-
actually
I'm
figured
good on
that they
this
were going to
one.
be
All right,
returning on that.
you good on that one? Okay.
And
Yeah.
the other
So,
hero fests. So
Raphael,
yeah.
you want to tell us about this Deceit?
Okay, so we got.
business?
Well,
Dude,
I
they're
hear
bringing
you
back
talking
Visions
about
of the
Deceit, and I
Kyoshins
see
event.
it everywhere,
everywhere.
but actually,
I didn't think they were
here's
going to go ahead and
Deceit
bring that
here.
event
It's a
back.
big party.
Except for the
big
date
celebration.
change in December.
You know, it's kind of
Yeah,
weird
this
because
was-
that's actually a similar
I've been seeing
event.
myself.
That's
So
not,
to be honest, yeah, it's a big party, a celebration.
wooden event.
It's a
I mean,
festival that the
yeah.
elite Woolen throw for their ancestors, and everyone's invited. So you sit down to a warrior. Yes, I agree. Actually, everyone can come. They pass by and they
look
celebrate
at that
the
hot, dude.
ancestors of the elite Woolens with them. It's a great festival. It's actually a real life festival. It's called the Hungry Ghost Festival, and the idea is that once in the year for 1 month, the realm of the dead opens up a bit so that the spirits can come into the realm of the living. And then the ancestors are there, and you offer them, you have offerings of food, you offer them entertainments. Usually it's inspired by the repertoire of theater, opera, puppet shows, so a lot of things.
Oh, it's
and
dinner and a movie.
yeah, really, really great stuff.
Okay,
for
so
the
this
ghosts.
whole season
Yeah,
is
it's for the
basically
ghosts.
based
Yeah,
on
ghosts.
theater,
And
which is
ghosts.
awesome.
There's
I am a
so
fan of
it's a big
theater.
celebration, but there are some rules and maybe some form of.
Speaking of theater,
uneasiness.
one of my favorite,
Rules.
you
It's my
know,
favorite thing.
theater
Invite a bunch
plays,
of people over, have a lot of
and I will
rules.
always
They're
love
gonna
it. Phantom of the
Yeah,
Opera.
and they will follow.
I will
them,
always
that's
love
for
that.
Sure.
Yeah.
They invite
I've
ghosts
been to a
your,
theater
dinners.
I mean,
watching
personally,
that
I
live,
do,
like
but
a
I
live
think most
performance
people
of the Phantom of the
Well,
Opera
if
in New
you
York
invite
City.
them,
Just
maybe
freaking
people
amazing. I
might
went
feel
there
a bit
on my
chilly, I'm not sure.
on my
but
I
anyway,
think
there
it's
are
on my
some rules.
8th grade trip, 8th
Okay.
grade or 7th grade
Yeah.
trip.
There
That
are
we
some
went to
things
New
that-
York. We went
Yeah,
to go
that's
ahead
what
and
the
see
emphasis
in the theater, and it was just amazing. So yeah.
You sit on
And I also saw the
No,
movie
no,
of
that's-
Phantom
that
of
was
the
a
Opera
chick.
too. So
And you don't
yeah,
see it.
I
We
love the
talked about
Phantom
those
of the
chicks.
Opera. So yeah, so anything that has to
Yeah,
deal
Larry.
with theater and
I
opera,
see.
I'm a fan of.
So,
Love it.
So, sorry, you're
And
saying.
I've actually been a
No, no,
part
no,
of
Hunger Games Festival.
Yes,
plays
and there's
too
some rules to
when I
follow
was in
there.
middle school.
so
7th grade and
yeah,
8th
you know,
grade. So
the
yeah,
living
drama
there should
class.
not mix
I never
that
actually
much
thought
with
I
the
would
nature
like
of
it,
the dead,
and
so
it was such a
keep
fun
some
time. So
distance,
yeah,
or
dude, fun
the
memories
natures
of that.
might mix.
Fun memories.
For instance, one of the rules would be do not fight at night.
Apologize if I ran on-
because the night is the
on-
time of the dead. It's the time they are
Went
the
over
most
with
powerful.
that.
Don't push on the shoulder of your friend because it extinguishes their
Don't
inner
touch.
fire. Don't get married during that month. Don't start a business. Don't stand near cold places like forests or water because it's a place that is really associated with the
Yeah,
spirits.
super spooky.
And especially, don't disturb the altars and don't eat the offerings. But
So
you know,
Forest Lake at night is just your 3 strikes, you're out, right?
and the food. That's
Yeah,
really
and the
really
food.
important.
Okay.
So some rules, but it's a big party. Big party, many rules, many people. I'm sure no one will break the rules.
No, of course
I'm
not.
sure
Why
this
would
is
they do
not
that?
the intent. You know.
Nope.
Everyone
Then
follows.
unfortunately, somebody's
Okay,
gonna
so
do
you
something,
guys
and the
can,
spirits are gonna get
forward
upset,
to
and that's
delving
when we
into
head.
this more.
We're gonna be heading into the
we've-
Halloween
I mean,
event.
we've got a lot
So
of
you're gonna be
map
seeing how that's
realization
gonna
going
be.
on. We've got
Good.
just a
This is
lot
gonna be
to go
good.
through. So why don't we start at the high level? Anastasia, you can take us through the inspiration, and I think we got a mood board.
Yes.
Whoa.
So as Raphael just told everybody, we are having a feast and festival. So to bring this festival, visually it means that we are going to have a lot of vivid colors, bright colors. We're going to have a lot of like food offerings as elements of the festival.
I wonder
Of
what that
course,
picture on the top right corner.
It's Wooling.
I wonder what that has to do
definitely
with
it's going to be a lot of Chinese traditional food,
with the
very
wooden.
tasty.
I don't see that.
The forbidden dumpling.
Yeah,
I think I only
yes,
see
but you
one
can-
person that's
No.
Asian in there.
But it's there.
Everybody else
it's there
is
as a food offering for the ghosts.
not Asian.
And also,
Unless that's from a
different,
movie or something, I don't know.
gifts for the ghosts. As well, in this season, we have a Deceit. So the question was,
Deceit,
how do you,
that's how you say it, okay.
visualize this? Deceit, right? So first of all, we have this contrast between warm colors and cool shadows, warm light and shadows. Then we have this contrast between people. We have elites and less fortunate ones. Then
The
You
struggle bus warriors of Heathmore.
yeah, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So even though they are celebrating all together, you still feel the tension between them, still feel that something is a little bit off, because usually they don't do this, right? So it's, yeah. And also with
Kind of feel
ghosts.
that
it's-
push pull and see it visualized.
Yeah.
on the map.
Exactly. Also, we are bringing the theme of the theater. What can
Yes.
deceitful as a
Love it.
theater. We have actors there that are acting and pretending, being in different people, and we have spectators. The question is, who is actors and who is spectators? That's
And
Yep.
who's a ghost? Yeah.
exactly.
So,
exactly.
you guys have done a great job. Belvedere looks incredible, and Alex.
Yeah, yeah.
Talk about all the stuff. that's
So at the Belvedere map now, it is the Ghost Festival.
Oh.
You can see that it's all set up, ready to feed the ghosts. It's set
That
at
dude's
twilight,
chilling up
where
there.
It's
Hell
just
yeah.
getting a little bit dark. Not too dark. Not quite night yet.
These
Maybe
guys are
more
touching the
light
food.
soon.
Remember what
Have
they
to find out
said?
what to
Don't
do.
touch anything, and they're touching it.
And we have this kind of dichotomy between
Oh,
it being
dude,
very
look at that.
serene and also very exciting.
They got the
So, on the lake itself, there are fireflies. There's
Guardians
water
in here.
lanterns.
Freaking
It's
awesome.
beautiful. There's also fireworks that are bursting, and they're loud and noisy. Very.
Oh, dude, that
very
looks
fun.
beautiful, man.
And you see this elsewhere too. There's all this theater drapery.
Oh, look, you
that's
see the
very
theater in the
soft
background over there.
and very plush. The lighting is really warm, and there's also a bunch of
God,
people
dude.
spectating the entertainment, watching
I
fights,
man,
getting ready for everything.
I say
Love
this
seeing
every
everybody
season.
just
I just
partying
wish
down
they would
in the
keep
map,
this.
Like this guy up here.
I wish they would
Yeah.
keep
Oh, yeah.
these
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
type of
Really
map
Really
changes.
following the rules.
Oh,
Yeah,
three
and
sheets to the
speaking
wind.
I wish they
following
would
the
keep them,
rules,
man.
You'll also find people eating some of the offerings.
It's
I'm
the
sure-
minions, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's always the
Always
minions.
the minions. I'm sure that nothing bad could possibly come of this.
They're gonna donk it up for all of us, aren't they?
Yeah. But throughout the map as well, too, the question that you have to ask yourself is everything what it seems?
No,
'Cause
Dun dun
we've
dun.
been pretty upfront about the offerings. We shouldn't do that. But
Yeah, I think there was even a little sign that said "No touchy."
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, you can't get minions to do anything
You
except
can't
what
read
they
anything,
want
so
to
it
do.
doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think they are illiterate.
Yeah, that's what
they're always gonna be those
so,
type of
yeah, I think-
people
did we,
that
uh,
always
did we
want to
touch on
touch something
everything? Did we go
until
over all
something
the-
And
goes
now
wrong.
trophies.
Yeah, that-
the
Remember having
trophies also
Bullthorn?
been really updated.
And
for
with
this
Warner,
season.
he touched the
So
scare
we'll
bracelet,
start with
brought it
the
back to
landing
his.
page,
Oh,
which has
dude,
this
look at
really
that.
beautiful shadow puppet
Love
leader
it.
that
Look at the background on
has
the main
multiple
menu
layers,
screen.
So it's really, really unique. Very, very neat.
Dude. Wow,
Yeah.
dude.
I wish
you
I could
you,
just always
you
do
freaking
stuff
put
like
a really nice smile on my
The
face
map
because
is
uh,
supposed to evoke the feeling of
dude,
looking at
man, I
a
love the
traditional
theater.
Chinese painting.
when I first saw this, I was like, oh, I love seeing
Oh,
Heathmore
dude.
this way.
it does
It
look like
just-
a painting.
It looks incredible. It's going to make it harder for the knights to find the volcano, and so all of that is a win for me.
That looks nice, dude.
And all of the other in-game
The
realizations
versus screen,
has the
face off.
bits of the
Oh,
Belvedere map. So you've
sweet,
got the
man.
water with floating lanterns. There's the room full of theater curtains and full of incense.
And like it's just like Belvedere is already a very beautiful
Yeah.
map, and to like level it up.
Hey!
a bit, not,
The
and
minions have
to,
the,
you know, really level up our minions.
That's like the
Epic
Jean Hu armor
facial-
set.
great
Jean Hu
armor
has
set
that
and
armor
stuff.
set. Well, with the beard and the mask on.
But yeah, all the
So they give that to the
utilization
minions.
looks incredible. The team has really done
Yeah,
a
the
great
red team
job on
put
it.
so much
Damn,
effort
so it
into
looks like the
trying to make
Belvedere
this season
map
really
is
unique.
the only one that's going to be
I
getting
mean,
changed.
spooky season is the
Ah,
honor season, right? Because
I kind of wish that they would have gave
spooky season.
they did some changes to the
So I think
to the
before,
other
we
wooden
head
map,
out, we
which
got
is
a
the
few
bleach
things to
map.
go over because in with Year 7 Season 3, we also have a new Battle Pass. So we got some stuff coming in the Battle Pass that
Yeah,
you
that
can
looks
check
awesome.
out. And first up, we have Here it is. Yeah, we've got the Deceitful Festival Battle Outfit. I love this blue. I can foresee this going on a certain Vanguard's drip. And we've got Deceitful Nature Battle Outfit as well. You may start to see a bit of a theme here with the naming. And then we've got the Deceitful Performer Effect for all your favorite Edge Wardens.
That's a nice looking mask, dude.
And if being edgy with red isn't your thing, we've also got the Deceitful Thespian Effect. So you can get some ghostly, ghastly blues in there. And then we've got the Deceitful Stranger, no doubt inspired by Chinese opera, and definitely not your favorite left-handed protagonist. And then Shadowplay Signature. This takes me back.
Oh, that's cool.
youth.
I'm getting that
A
emo.
lot of Robin Hood films.
Oh no, signature. What am I talking about?
So,
Not
yeah,
emo.
you
Signature.
Can, check out Battle
Fail.
Pass. Oh, right. We got the 9-2
Execution. Oh.
Death. Execution. Say that 10 times fast.
Oh,
If you
damn,
ever
dude.
wanted to
Holy
bop
shit.
your enemies in the face with a rake. and
Dude, how
scoop 'em up
sharp
and
is
take
that
out the
freaking
trash,
rake?
You can do it now.
Oh,
And then
dude,
here's
look
a
at that
quick sneak
shield.
peek at the deceitful weapons that are coming with the Battle Pass. So there's just a few. We'll have the full video here in just a minute. But you can check out that BP drip and get your Hitokiri axe close up. Very necessary. Although most of you have seen.
Whoa,
the
look at
axe close
that
up,
for the
usually
Hitokiri.
on the back end of a tier 4. So,
It's been a while, right?
yeah. And so the Ghost Rights Festival will be from September 14th to October 5th. And with that, there is a free event pass. So, Anastasia, do you want to talk to us about the art direction behind the event pass?
Yeah, sure. Battle Pass was inspired by Chinese culture, of course. So you'll see a lot of like lanterns that we already have on the map realization. Now you can take it with you everywhere you go, and have your own personal festival. Yeah.
I love this
This
effect.
is so beautiful. Yeah.
There's at least 3 heroes that this is going on for sure. And one of them starts with an N and ends with Obushi.
Why not?
I
all?
thought we were saying Nuxia.
I didn't win the 100,000 steel, man.
Yeah.
Then
Some of
also-
us are the poor, unfortunate warriors. Sorry, you're saying it.
Yeah, I was just trying to say that the weapon was also inspired by the theater, but each fraction has its own thematic theater.
I like the visual of Goki using the club to, like, crook someone off stage, but a little more violent. It's fine. He'll give him a hug in the ring.
Not sure it will work.
That'll be fine.
I think that's everything for the details, right?
Yeah.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us on the couch once again for all the juicy details. Juicy like a peach.
Okay, so now we know
so
what this
yeah,
season
stick
is
around
going
for
to
the
be
next
about.
segment because we're going to be talking about a certain gameplay improvement, and we're showcasing all the Battle Pass weapons and Event Pass weapons before we get to that. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Hey.
Okay, let's look at the Battle Pass. So we got Wardens. Nice. Peacekeeper. Nice. The Centurion. Not bad. Dude, I love the music, dude. Luke St. Pierre. You're doing a fantastic job with the music, like always. Ah, dude. The mask on that shield for the Black Prior. It's like it's those freaking masks that you have in the opera, man. Oh. So we got to see Warmongers. We see Griffin. Lawbringer. Kind of wish the head was a little bit bigger, but either way. Oh, dude, look at that, dude. The mask with the freaking 2 skulls looking, dude. That Conqueror shield, though. So we got Raider, and you got Berserker. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Looks like Abel's is a little bit different. Oh yeah, they did say that each faction is gonna be getting their own different theoretical weapon. Okay, makes sense. Yermingunder, Valkyrie, dude. The music, how it's all nice, and nice and beautiful, and then all of a sudden it just turns like immense. Oh, that shield for the warlord looks freaking cool, dude. And now we got the samurai. We got Kensei. We got the Orochi. We got Shinobi. We got Aramusha. Dude, that axe for the Hitokiri looks awesome. Kyoshin, hey Kyoshin, I'm freaking excited that your event came back. Unfortunately, the Kyoshin wasn't around when the Visions of the Kyoshin was around. Oh, look at the Shigoki one, dude. All the skulls with the spikes on it. You got Tiandi. We got the Shaolin. We got Nuxia. The ambience and the music. The ambience. Zhang Jun. Zhan Hu. And now for the Outlanders. We got Pirate. We got Medjai. Hey. My boy Medjai, man. We got the Afira. The shield looks dope though. And of course, the brand new hero, the Ocelotto. And this is going to be the first time that the Ocelotto is going to begin his first Battle Pass weapons. And event weapons too. Awesome. All the weapons are cool. And now we're going to be moving on to the event pass weapons. So we got, of course, Warlord. We got the Peacekeeper. We got the Centurion. We got the Gladiator. Oh, cool! We get another variation of the Skeleton Shield, the Black Fire. Cool. Warmonger. Griffin. Lawbringer. Another variation of the Skull Shield for the Conqueror. Cool. And we got Raider. We got the Berserker. Got the Highlander. So it kind of looks like the Highlander is going to be in the testing grounds. I can't wait to see what kind of changes they're going to be giving him. The Shaman, the Ermengunder, the Valkyrie. Oh, look at that Skull Shield. I kind of wish they actually added more paint into the shields for the Vikings. Because I remember that Warlord shield from last year's Season 3. Oh man, that Warlord shield looked really awesome. Just the paint in the back of it's great. Hey, we got another variation of this one. I had that one for one of my armors with the Hitokiri. Not bad for the samurai. We got Tiandi. We got the Shaolin. Nuxia. Jun. Kind of looks like it has like a face on it. I don't know, like half of a person's face, like with the eyes staring at you. That's what it kind of looks like. I don't know why. Okay. Oh, look at that for the pirate. Not bad. Next up with the Magi. Oh, sweet. We have another variation of this one. The Anubis. Hell yeah. The Aphia Shield. Not bad. And of course, for the Yasalado. Another variation of this one. Instead of it being green, it's this color. Cool. Awesome. Very cool. Okay, so we get to see what kind of gameplay improvements they're going to be adding for this season. I don't know what they're going to be adding, but I'm excited. You know what? It's always good that they go ahead and add some improvements when it comes to the game. Keeps the game updated, you know, like, you know, because we all know, you know, For Honor isn't the same For Honor from when it first came
Welcome
out.
back, Warriors.
It's changed
We're
a lot,
happy
so yeah.
You're here with us today to talk about our next segment. And joining me here on the couch is our Lord and Savior, JC, once again. Welcome. I know
JC!
you're here last session too, but you're still here, and we're still
And we
happy
got
you
Vanessa
are.
back.
That's amazing. And also, the queen of all animation, Vanessa, is here on the couch. Thank you, Vanessa, for joining us today. So, you know, listen, Warriors, we brought two heavy hitters today to talk about a little gameplay improvement that we wanted to share with you all. We've received some comments here and there on Reddit. A little wild.
Oh, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What
Sorry,
the heck?
There's a lot.
There's a lot of space, right?
There's
Yeah.
a lot. Yep.
Oh.
Okay, that's a lot of comments, but I mean...
Oh, dude, are they
here it is, we're finally
gonna...
able to say, we're removing Reflex Guard! Oh,
Done.
get out of here.
Finally.
They get...
Finally.
Wow, they did it.
Found the
Very-
button.
Yeah.
They freaking did it.
We are very excited to announce this today, to bring this to you. So, yeah,
I've been waiting for
apologies.
so long.
Yeah.
We apologize for all the
Oh my
deceit and the subterfuge, but
Dude,
we're so
a
happy
lot
to
of
bring this
people...
to you. So,
Even when
we
For
won't
Honor
dive
first
into
came
talk
out, a
about
lot
this,
of
but if
people
you're
wanted
newer to
Reflex
For
Guard
Honor,
to
we kind of want to
go
explain
away.
what this is too.
And
So,
now after
what is
what?
Reflex Guard? Essentially,
Almost
on
6
our
years now?
Assassin Heroes,
The game
Reflex
is
Guard
finally getting
essentially
rid
was
of it.
like, oh, if you have your guard in a direction, it slowly fades away and you go back to neutral. Whereas on a static guard,
And also,
what
the
you're seeing
if
here
anybody does
is,
not know,
you
the
just kinda hold
Reflex
your
Guard
guard.
was actually
Yeah,
only
you don't have to
available
worry
for
about
this for
continuously
the
refreshing
Assassin
that. So,
heroes. Plus the
we've been
Shaolin,
asking
because the
for
Shaolin
this
is
for a
actually the
while,
only
and,
hybrid that
well,
actually
here it
has
is.
the Reflex Guard.
So yeah,
all the other
starting
assassins,
next week,
you know, they
with
had
the launch
it.
of the
Yeah,
season.
Yeah.
No more
Here.
Reflex Guards.
Wow,
so
dude.
it's
That's
it's
awesome.
pretty big. So who does this
Everyone's
affect
gonna be
too?
happy about
So,
that.
Again, if you're newer with us,
Yeah,
all
see
of
right
our
there. That's what let's talk
assassins,
about. The Peacekeeper,
Peacekeeper,
Orochi, Berserker, Gladiator, Nuxia, Shinobi, Shaolin, and the Shaman.
As well. So
All
that's
these,
heroes.
except for the
No
Shaolin,
more
which is in
Reflex
hybrid.
Guard.
All the
It's
assassins,
done.
no more
Again.
Reflex Guard.
But it's great. But, you know, this is such a big deal for us. It's such a big change. We wanted to kind of share with you a bit about the journey, maybe give you a little background on, like, where this came from and then, like, how we came to be here today with this. So to do that, JC, do you want to explain a bit about the history of Reflex?
Yeah. So it's a long, complicated history, but essentially, if
It
just
was
to
a
start at the
long,
very
long
beginning,
time
right,
ago.
I
I'm
know.
just kidding.
I'm sure some of our viewers were there, and I think the very, very first close beta that we did, where Reflex Guard was essentially, if you blocked last second, well, if you actually blocked with those assassin heroes, it would always deflect. That was a bit too strong. So that changed. It evolved over time and ended up switching into what we have today in game. That will change next week, which is your Decaying Guard. So that's kind of interesting.
So this is going live
there's a
next
lot of
week.
Stuff that happens there.
Awesome.
We
That's
had,
awesome.
Like, at some point, we had some heroes that had different timings for the Reflex Guard.
What a
Like, I
great
remember
start of the
Gladiator
season, right?
had like a shorter time for it. Some heroes were like a bit longer. So we've changed those over the years, but we wanted to keep it. And so the initial thought behind Reflex Guard was that because you have Deflex, because you have another really like bonus that we really thought back in the day was going to be really, really strong, which is you kind of hide your guard, right? So if when we saw in the video there, on live right now even, right? If you pick Orochi, for example, you switch your guard to the right, and then when it's over, you get back to the middle. And so if you lock onto somebody and that person did not see you switch your guard, they don't know which side the attack is going to come from. So that was one part of. Well, this is actually a really, really good bonus because then your opponents can't really match your stance. If you're playing against like Warden, for example, right now, you can if you're locked onto them and they're locked onto you, you see what stance they're in all the time, so you can just match, and it makes blocking them a little bit easier. Now, as time went on, we found that that strength of Reflex Guard was not as effective as we wanted it to be. So that's one part of what's So the bonus, the benefit of having Reflex Guard doesn't really fit here that much. The other benefit that we used to have that we got rid of a couple years ago was that if you had an assassin and you wanted to do an attack in a different stance, your guard switch delay, so the time you would take before you switch your stance and attack, was 100 milliseconds, and for other heroes it was 300. So we switched this like a while ago, like I think like 3 or 4 years ago or something like that, where it was standardized at 100 MS for everybody because it kind of impacted the static guard heroes a bit too much. So those were like the main benefits, but seeing as they're not real benefits, then what we're left with outside of Deflect, which is a good thing to have, is the bad things about Reflect. There's the drawback, right? And so the two main drawbacks are that first of all, you have to refresh your guard between every single hit. When you're in a group fight and a bunch of people are attacking you, there's indicators everywhere. It's really difficult to have to like block somebody and have to re-put it again.
It's frustrating too because you kind of do it, but it.
Yeah, and sometimes you're like, oh, I did it, but it happened too late and stuff. So that's a bit difficult there. And then the other thing that's a bit trickier is that when that guard expires, right now, like when we saw in those videos, like the little like the guard indicator kind of fades away. When it expires, there's a short window there where you absolutely cannot block anything. And so this is problematic because then at high level players and even like sometimes at a little bit lower level, it would happen to you randomly as well, where you could time attacks to land in that specific window when you were good enough to recognize it, and then your opponent just literally could not block. They absolutely had to dodge and create other issues.
You're like vulnerable.
Yeah, you're vulnerable for a little bit, and so that was a problem there. So at the end of the day, we went, well, okay, we actually need to remove this card. Right? We had a lot of people in the community have been wanting to remove it. Clearly, we've seen it for a while. We've been wanting to remove it for a while as well. I think we started playing this like over 2 years ago.
Yep.
But as Vanessa can tell you, it was a long journey. It's not as simple as we would have liked.
That's right. There's no button that just says.
Yeah.
Hey, remove,
I wish at this point. I wish we had one, but no.
Yeah.
We had to,
again, it was a bit of a journey too.
Yeah.
So, do you want to explain a bit about like what the impact was for you and your team?
Yeah, basically, I mean, we had to redo everything. In terms of animation, it was a pretty huge task. Of course, gameplay-wise, like there's complexity to do this, but it resides in the animation because we had to reshot all the navigation for each heroes. They navigate in their neutral stance, that we call them. But now we had to add more, like all their static stance in navigation. The thing is, player knows those characters. They've been playing them forever.
Yeah.
So they know how Orochi behave when you walk and all of that. So we needed to keep that pace, that feels. It's a good thing that we still have the same actor, mocap actor, so they have it in them, But it was pretty difficult because we had to redo the whole thing while keeping it still the same and the feeling. We didn't want to change the behavior of the character. We didn't want to do that. So just doing that was such a huge task. And every time we were doing something, we hit a blocker all the time because our graphs are all connected, like in the campaign as well. And there's a lot of connectivity everywhere. And we changed stuff and we're like, oh no, it breaks something else. So it was, I mean, Nolan.
I know. I was there.
That's the thing, right?
So now we understand why it was taking so long.
It looks like, it's super easy.
Now we know why it was taking so long for them to go ahead and
it's not even like it's.
Get rid of Reflex Guard.
Completely unpredictable.
And I'm not a game designer. I mean, I don't know anything that has to deal with game design, all that stuff. So if they even having trouble with it, totally understandable. I'm not the kind of, I wasn't like the one, that was actually
all
you
of
know,
that. It's all stuff that
wanted the reflex
it's hard
to
to
go on.
fo-
You know, I was
foresee.
just playing the
Sometimes you have
game,
to
but you
be in
know,
it to be
we
like,
do have
oh,
some
no.
play. You know,
oh no,
some
what's going
some
on?
And then,
hardcore
like,
For Honor
you've been working-
players
like,
actually
your
didn't
team
like
has been working on
reflex
this
for all
Yeah.
that stuff. So
side for
actually, the
a year.
majority of the
More
people
than that,
didn't
because
want it. So
mocap,
yeah.
I think the mocap we
But yeah, I
shot
can
in
totally
March,
understand
not
why
this
why
year,
it
but
would take
the
Yeah,
them so
March
long.
Madness,
So
before.
yeah.
right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So we thought about
Because
it
I know some
before.
people would say,
Yeah.
"Oh man, dude, why you just
So-
go ahead and
But the
change
plan
this?" But the
even
problem is,
started before that.
Yeah, exactly.
you're not a game
Exactly.
designer.
So-
I mean,
Working on it.
yeah,
you know, it's kind of like, you know, if you ask somebody to go ahead and do this job, is it going to be simple?
and
No, it's going to take some
And
time.
the thing is,
It's
we
like
work on an
it's like
navigation, yes, but we have to rework.
it's like
every
saying
navigation.
like you want somebody to cut down your
So every time
tree
we do an attack,
that's
we go
near,
back,
like
when we
if
mocap,
you have a
we do an
tree
attack,
next to
we
your
go back to
house,
stands, hidden
and you want somebody to go and cut down that
for
tree.
example.
It's not
Now
just
we
going
had
to
to go
be
back
like
to
cutting it
those
down
guys.
simple
We
like
have
that.
to
No, it's going to
mocap
take some
everything, but
time.
we had to
And I know
really
it
work with
because
the
I do
mocap that
tree
we have
service
for
with
the
my dad.
navigation.
What we
go
do
through the
is we
whole
go
list,
ahead and
basically.
my dad climbs up the tree,
And at first
cuts
we're
the
like, oh, maybe
trees,
we're not gonna see
limbs,
them
my
so much,
limb.
but
After
no,
that,
had
we
to go back
tie
to
up
old animation.
The
some
more we
large
place-
limbs
we
that
play
actually
test
live
them
in-
internally,
near
the
the
more we're like,
house.
okay,
You have to
yeah,
go ahead and tie those because
Yeah.
we don't want to go ahead and do any
Yeah.
damage to the house.
It
After
was
that,
super
we
visible.
carve off
Yeah,
the
exactly.
remaining
Yeah,
limbs,
'cause
cut
there-
down the
yeah,
logs,
there.
take the
So
logs,
we,
put them in the truck, and after that,
So
boom,
yeah, so
clean
it
up
was
everything,
just even
simple like that.
opening an
And
old animation
usually
me,
sometimes
like,
it would take
I don't know,
basically
10
kind of like
years
a
ago,
day,
whatever,
depends how
like,
many
it's
trees
so-
we do. Or if
sometimes
it's
it just
more
doesn't
than just
work.
like, you
You
know,
cannot
a
just-
couple
it's
trees.
gone. And you're
It's
like,
gonna take
oh,
multiple
what do we
days.
do? So we had to, you know,
So yeah, so
figure
I can
it
totally
out, but
understand
we
where they were
got it
coming
done.
from.
I've been practicing the
So-
speech for a week.
Very
I'm so
good.
excited. I
So it's kind of like what I do too when it comes to video editing. You know, I don't just do
One more week.
you know
Waiting
my
for a
video
year,
kind of
you
like
know.
this. No, I had to go ahead
Yeah, you got
and
it.
capture
And
the
I-
footage.
And I know like a lot
You
of
know,
players were like,
check
'cause
the
I've been
make sure
seeing
that the
them
audio is
very,
nice and
you know,
good,
very
edit it,
apparently, but,
do my intro, all that
a
stuff.
lot
So
of it,
yeah,
you're like, well, why don't you
it's
set
not
the-
like kind of
the-
like quick and simple.
the
No,
sand
it's a
stuff
lot
that
different.
when
So
you're in this,
Yeah.
like a
yeah,
super
but I
long
know
time,
that there's some people
video.
gonna be saying, "Oh, dude, why don't you just
But
go ahead and
every,
fix it?
like,
It's not
every
that
single
hard."
situation that we come up with, like,
How do you know? You're not a game designer.
Guard as is, and then tweak things.
So yeah,
broke other things.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, okay, yeah, but it doesn't. It like
I
let's
kind of
say
feel
you
bad
keep it
for
for a
the
long time,
developers
it
too because they
doesn't
were
fix
actually
the
getting
issue
like, you
of your
know,
guard
a
disappearing.
lot of pressure.
And if you keep it
you
for
know,
a
with
super
all that
long
stuff.
time
So
and your
yeah,
guard doesn't
I
disappear,
can
when you
totally
walk
understand
in,
where
you
they're
might as well
coming
have a
from.
static guard, right?
Right.
So it's all those little things that. We
But lucky
looked
for
at
me, I'm
and
not that
we
kind of
really
person.
tried to go,
I'm not that
can
kind
we
of person
keep
that
this
kind of like
and
you know
just
complains
tweak
about
it
everything.
so that it's a bit easier on everybody.
So I just take
at
I
the
just take
end,
what I
the-
get.
The
So,
end
yeah.
result was always, well, we might as well not have reflex guard. So
Yeah, we just had to redo it.
yeah, that's it, right? It's better to
Cleanly.
redo it and make sure that we're good. Yes, it standardizes things a little bit, but it ends up being way better.
It's for the
Yeah.
It's for the best, and this
Yeah.
it's a big buff to all the assassins, right?
Yeah.
And we already know like characters like heroes like Berserker, for example, is already super strong. Might be a bit too strong now.
It's
I don't
gonna
know.
change
Maybe a little
everything.
strong.
Right? It's gonna change a lot of stuff. I know like some characters that are like not played as much because they're assassins because they're a bit more frustrating to play.
We're gonna see so many new shit now.
Yeah, we're gonna see them everywhere.
Best girl, Nisha.
Right? So there's a lot of stuff. Like, of course, we're keeping an eye on balancing,
Yes.
making sure that things are okay there. But I'm really excited. Like we've been playing with it
Yeah.
internally for a little bit now. Feels so much better.
Yeah.
Makes all the assassins way better. And yeah,
And keep an eye, like you just said, like I know on some emote we still have some. You might, if you do a combat emote, you might still see some residue of those animation. We're working on it. It's gonna be gone pretty soon, but we wanted the community to have it.
Yeah.
We're just can it goes. So no, yeah, it was.
Yeah. So if you see bugs or anything,
Yeah,
the
just
emotes- yeah.
yeah, that was. But we're all gonna clean that.
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
want them gone for real.
Not really. Yeah, it's absolutely a monumental change.
Mhm.
It's absolutely huge. And obviously, you know, there were a lot of people who worked on this over the past, you know, year or 2 years.
Yeah.
On this specifically, do we want to
Yeah.
give?
So
team
for us,
shout-outs
at least,
for
like
that?
on my side on the fight team, it's everyone on the world that's been on
Yeah.
the fight team for like the past 2 years. Everybody's touched it. Everybody's like worked on it a little bit, removing it, doing the data so that things were okay.
Yep.
But also, what was tricky for us, and what I think I have to give really big kudos to our team is that while this was going on, the way under the hood that it was in, whenever changes were being done, we had to do them like twice, 3 times
Yeah.
to like other things
Yeah.
to make sure things
Yeah.
would be carried over. And so that was a monumental task for everybody on the fight team.
It added on every other thing. that
Yeah.
we're doing.
So like every time we're doing a new hero, we're doing like reworks, whatever. whatever. It makes things a lot more complicated. It was a lot more work for us. But I'm super happy we're done, and I'm really thankful for the animation team, for Vanessa's team. They did
Yeah,
as well.
the team did amazing. I mean, everyone at some point throughout those years to work on it. And don't forget, like, we still had to ship all the content that we shipped, like, in the past years.
And other heroes, and other reworks.
All of that was happening at the same time that we were doing that. So it's quite a lot. It added a lot. So Big shout out to all the team, and also just for Kadem as well, one of our animators that worked 6 months straight on this feature only. We usually like rotate stuff, just you can work on everything, but specifically Kadem, thank you for this. It's a big one. I hope the community likes it. I mean, I'm so happy it's out now.
Oh, of course everybody's gonna like it. They've been requesting that for
but even
since the game
else,
launched.
I mean, all the blocker that we got. And
Like the entire For Honor team was involved in this in some shape or form. That's it. Like for tools, for code, for like everything, right? So because it impacted so much more than just we're just removing it in the data and we're doing animation.
If we add the button to remove the reflex guard, we're gonna use it if we have it, but we don't have it. So no, we had to redo everything. So
awesome. Well, that's amazing. Well, thank you both very much. And community, again, one more week. You got one more week, so enjoy Reflex Guard for this next week, because September 14th, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone forever. No more posts about it, please.
No, we want posts about
just put feedback.
the fact that you like, but
if you're happy that it's not there anymore.
Can't ask us to remove it anymore because it's
now,
gone.
It's gone.
Yeah, what they say about that. I think there's still going to be another thing that the players are going to be
saying.
saying.
Vanessa, Warriors,
depends
stick around because
what's
this
going to be
isn't
the
the
next
only
thing,
gameplay update we have for you. We have some patch notes we're going to talk about coming up next with JC, so stick around and we'll see you in a second.
Bye.
All right. Awesome. So that's awesome. They're getting rid of Reflex Squad. So now everybody's going to be happy about that. But you know what? It's not going to really, there's still going to be players that are going to be complaining about something else. Of course. I mean, come on, dude. It's not that simple, We got rid of one thing, but then there's going to be something else that the players are going to be talking about. So, yeah. But either way, I'm excited. I'm happy about that. So, yeah. I'm really happy that everybody's getting what they wanted, and that is the removal of Reflex Squad. So now the Assassins and the Shaolin are going to be, going to be the same as everybody else. So that's awesome. Cool.